Hey guys, welcome back to Rarity's Corner. It's Emily here, and today I'm going to be showing you guys all the books that I want to read in 2022. I think I'm going to change the title to books I will read in 2022 because I did this video last year and you guys seem to absolutely love it, so I wanted to do it again this year. We do have a couple of repeats. I am very sorry about that, but you know what? A girl has problems with the amount of books that she has on her TBR, the amount of books that daunt her. But you will find that some of these books are on my January TBR. So, we're getting to it quickly. We will complete them. I promise you. I think it'll be good. But anyways, let me know what books you want to read in 2022, and let's get on into the video. The first book that I want to read is The Heart Principle by Helen Hoang. I'm so excited about this book. If you don't know who Helen Hoang is, she is the author of The Kiss Quotient and The Bride Test, and this is the third book in that companion novel series. It basically follows in the first book Stella and Michael has two cousins, one that was a love interest in The Bride Test, and now the second one, Quan, who is the love interest in The Heart Principle. I'm so excited. Quan was my favorite cousin, even in The Kiss Quotient. Like, I just wanted him to have his own book, and that never really happens for me at all. So I was very excited when this book was announced and came out. It basically follows a violinist named Anna's son, and she achieves career success with a viral YouTube video, but now when she's trying to recreate that, she's getting burnout. And then on top of that, her boyfriend says, hey, I want to be in a open relationship. And she's very angry and frustrated and stressed out. So she's like, fine, if you want to be in an open relationship, I will go have a one-night stand with everybody in the entire world. Then in comes Quan, and Quan is not like other people because he's so kind and amazing and I love him so much. And the one-night stand thing doesn't work out because it leads to 2 and then 3. And then she's like, oh crap, this guy really, really likes me. And then a family tragedy happens in the family. So in her family. So I'm so excited. It's the top of my list to read. I'm literally so scared because it's the last book that she has from the trilogy, and I hope it's so good. I just hope it's gonna be amazing. The next book everybody read in the early 2000s except for me, The Vampire Academy by Rochelle Mead. I don't know anything about this. I think one's a vampire, one's a girl that's protecting her, and then she falls in love with a teacher. Like, that's all I know. Like, I really don't know anything, but I have most of the series on my shelf. I know I will really enjoy this. Like, I feel like if I love this as much as I do Twilight, like, it's gonna be such a guilty pleasure read. I saw the movie, I hated it. I don't even think it's on Netflix anymore, but I'm excited. Please let me know if you enjoyed this book. The next book my boyfriend got me for Christmas, so please watch what I got for Christmas video. It'll be in the cards somewhere. It is Milk and Honey by Rupi Kaur. I love The Sun and Her Flowers by Rupi Kaur, and it was so beautiful, so simplistic. I know that this is the white girl's poetry book, but the reason for that is because the poems are so simplistic and so accessible to everybody, and I think that's why I absolutely love it. It doesn't take like a whole day to read and to like dissect one poem, but you still feel everything that she's feeling, and it's really amazing. So I wanted to get the most popular, Milk and Honey, and my boyfriend knew that, and he got it for me for Christmas. Something that I'm gonna read right away, and it's gonna be such a quick read. I'm going pretty fast, if I do say so myself. The next book I bought recently, it is A Court of Wings and Ruin by Sarah J. Maas. I read A Court of Thorns and Roses and A Court of Mist and Fury. I loved the second book. It's basically a Beauty and the Beast retelling, but with fairies, and there's a world named Prythian. Feyre kills this fairy by accident, and then she gets put into the land of Prythian to do stuff. I don't know. I don't know what to say without spoiling anything. I'm currently rereading A Court of Thorns and Roses to get to this book, so I will get to this book very soon. It's a thickie, bro. It's huge. I don't even know. And every single book that she makes just keeps getting thicker and thicker. Like, why? Okay, we're just not gonna, we love Rysand in this house. I know his name is Reese, but I still call him Rysand. I don't even know. I'm excited, daunted by how big this book is, especially since I don't read fantasy that much, but that is one of my goals for 2022 is to read more fantasy, so you guys will keep me accountable. Talking about keeping me accountable, I had this in my what I will read in 2021 video. Renegades by Marissa Meyer. This is Arch Enemies, which is the second book in the Renegades trilogy. I've heard such amazing things about it. I think the hype has significantly died down, but it was such insane hype surrounding these books. especially by Emma Books, and I know I'm gonna love it. I don't remember fully what the synopsis is about. I believe there are superheroes called Renegades, and they save the people around them, but there's this one girl that does not like them. Well, there's multiple people that don't like them, but this one girl that specifically doesn't like them because these people killed her parents and she thought they should have been there, and so she infiltrates them, and I believe she has a little romance thing with the guy in the Renegades. I know I'm gonna love it. I know I'm gonna love it so, so much. I really, really, really want to get into fantasy in 2022. Like, please keep me accountable. Give me some good fantasy recs. I feel like I want to lean into it by reading fantasy with romance, because romance is my favorite genre. I love it so much. But I will read it. A little big, a little bit daunting. I said this in last year's, but I'm gonna read it. I know I will. Now onto romance. People We Meet on Vacation by Emily Henry. I read Beach Read by Emily Henry, I think in November, and I loved it. Loved it so much that I just want to read every single thing Emily Henry has ever written. I just found out that there is another book of hers, I think called like Book Lovers or something, coming out in 2022. Gonna read it. Like, I'm so excited. This is about a guy and a girl named Poppy and Alex, and I believe they used to know each other and they used to go on these vacations every year, and it was a friendship. But now they kind of grew apart, and Poppy's like, hey, let's go on a vacation again. And I believe it's a friends to lovers or like a second chance romance type of thing. I love the cover. I honestly, when I first saw this, I didn't really ever want to read it until I read Beach Read. So let's see if this redeems itself in my mind. Everybody says that this book is better than Beach Read. Who knows? So very excited to get to this one. Another one that everybody has read in the early 2000s, Ready Player One. This became a movie. Never watched the movie because I was like, I have to read the book first. And I never read it. I bought it when I moved to South Carolina. I think a whole box of my books just disappeared and I don't know where it went. I bought it off of Thrift Books and somebody left tabs in it with like little writing in it, and I love that. So I really want to read it, see what they said about these specific parts. I know I'm gonna love it. Like, I truly, truly think it's just gonna be a fun time. I don't really know what this book is about. Like, I really don't know. It's a sci-fi maybe, about a video game. I don't know. You let me know. Noelle Gallagher loves this book, so I'm sure I will too. Two more books. The first one being Carnival, another book that I had on my What I Will Read in 2021 video. I know I'll love this book. Like, I keep saying that for a lot of these, that I know I'll love this book, I know I'll like it, but they're just so daunting that I never get to it. So I have to. Somebody let me know if you guys want to buddy read it with me. I don't know. Follow me on Instagram at Barry's Corner. If you want to buddy read some books with me, I'm totally down. But I believe it's about these two girls, and there's this carnival, and they go to it because they have like a bad home life or something, and they steal this girl's little sister, and they're like putting her as a prize, so she has to win her back through all these carnival games. I think. Do not quote me on that. But everybody loves it. Everybody loves this world. I think there's other books also. So I, again, know I will love it, but I just need to sit down and put my time towards it. Now, the last book I have on this list of what I will read for 2022, I have The Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo, and mostly because I don't have Daisy Jones and the Six with me. It's in my dorm room, another good sign that I will read it. I got Daisy Jones and the Six on my 16th birthday, actually, and I've never read it yet. I'm 18 now. So let's get with the program. Let's read it. Everybody loves Daisy Jones and the Six. I've read The Seven Husbands and I loved it. I do want to do a reread, so that's why I'm also holding it up for you, but also because it's by the same author, if I didn't say that before. And now Malibu Rising is out, so I want to read Malibu Rising. I want to read Daisy Jones and the Six. I want to reread this book. I love Taylor Jenkins Reid. Like, I know she's like one of my absolute favorite authors. She makes literal characters that feel real to you. So those were all the books. Those are all the books. I would hold up all the books for you, but they're up here, they're over there, they're everywhere. But I'm genuinely so excited to read all these books. Like, I genuinely feel like these are books that I'm going to love, that I'm going to give 5 out of 5 stars. I know that. Like, I feel it in my core. I wonder what you guys are reading. If you have any recommendations for books that are similar to these, books that you guys think that I'll like, especially fantasy books with romance, please give them to me. Aside from Blood and Ash, because I really want that book. It's on my Amazon wishlist. I'll get it someday. But yeah, thank you guys for watching this video. Please subscribe, comment down below, do whatever you want to do, and goodbye.